Listen up, Rangers, look with the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnaz.
And today we got the 62st of unboxings with the SH Monsterarts Godzilla 1962 and the NECA Godzilla 1962, courtesy of NECA. This one I had to pay for. Bandai, why are you so cheap?
I know, why didn't you send this down?
I know, I had to pay for this damn thing. Anyways, we're going to unbox these guys today. Super excited. Easily my favorite Godzilla suit of all time.
Ooh,
so
64 is better.
So I'm glad he's getting some loving. They already had a 64, man. Let him have his time to shine.
I need NECA 64. I can afford NECA.
Nobody... Alright, I'll give you that one. He's a little bit more affordable. I got these one from Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, it's a little more money, but you figure like shipping and whatnot, you're paying about the same in the long run. But we're just going to get into it. Super excited. We're going to save the NECA one for last because, like, I'm pretty positive that this one's going to be good. The NECA one is debatable. From what I've seen, he looks really good.
I was about to say, from what I've seen, I got no problems with the NECA one, dude.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he comes with a beam.
That is a plane.
You know, I was about to be like, that's kind of his argument because he has a beam, and I'm like, oh, he's got a beam.
That is a fire extinguisher beam, dude.
Well, technically, his isn't any different, to be fair. His is also Bloom of Smoke. I actually might repaint that one.
I know what would have been cool if a Joker came with just a fire extinguisher at the bottom, like a little toy.
I know, right?
Ooh, I don't know about that beam.
It looks fine.
I think the NECA one looks better.
It looks like a fire extinguisher, so that it's accurate to the movie, right?
The NECA one looks like
the NECA one looks sort of like actual fire.
Yeah. It looks like it's got the spines on it like Godzilla does.
But
violence.
That isn't technically right. I'm knocking everything over. You might hear things in the background. It comes with a stand.
Stand for the beam, or for the beam.
Yeah, for the beam. Sadly, just a normal Tamashii stand. It might have been nice because they're like, we already got them where they have like the broken beam and it's like shooting across. That would have been kind of cool. Hopefully this stays. Ooh, nice. It's actually sort of a snug fit and I don't have to worry about this thing falling off. So that's pretty cool. I'm already liking this because he has the Muppet mouth.
Oh god, I was just about to say about the mouth.
Oh, that looks cool. Oh, pretty excited. Alright, moment of truth. Does he have the derp? He's got glossy eyes. He doesn't appear to have the derp. The only thing is, it looks like it's translucent eyes with the black painted on top and then the yellows underneath. Yeah. That is weird looking.
His eyes do look weird, but they're not googly, so...
No.
I don't know. Look, wait. It might be a little bit, because look, this one is looking straight this way.
Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, you might be right. It's like... It's slight. Like, this one is looking a little bit more at me than this other one is. It's very slight, though.
You have to really focus.
Yeah, I was like, after, like, you have to really be paying attention. So, it's not googly. Like, googly's like, it's like the 2002 where he's like...
One up, one down?
Yeah, he's like looking that way. He's looking over there. Detail. Pretty happy.
Pretty good spines, dude.
Yeah, spines look really nice.
Because from what I read
Mouth doesn't look that bad.
From what I read online, a lot of people had issues with the spines on this one.
Like this one's the teeth could be painted better.
Yeah, like you can see on the side right there.
Yeah, like right here, he's missing a little bit of paint on his teeth, so that's...
But he's got the Muppet mouth. What more you want?
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
He's got the ridges in a suit right there.
Yeah, that might be something like, after doing all these videos, I'll probably touch that up a little bit. Because I've been doing that a lot more with the figures. Like, I don't plan on ever selling these things. I might as well fix them up. Doesn't have painted nails.
Is that red?
Which is weird.
Because look, it's got it here, then it's got it right here too. See the color?
No, I think it's plastic. It's just the way the light's looking off of it. Like, I get what you're saying. But it's not like ridged. It's got almost like a smooth finish over top of it, which is kind of throwing the color off a little bit.
Maybe it looks, because I can see it. It's like right there and on that claw over there.
Yeah, like it's almost like dirty.
Yeah,
like a dark dirty color. No paint on the toenails either, so that's a little disconcerting. That might, again, I might like just like lightly go over this guy with some acrylic.
I was about to say, that's easy for you to fix.
Yeah, like that's nothing major. Yeah, like the paint on the tail doesn't look too bad. Like the articulation. Like, out of the package, I'm not like super upset.
Yeah, a little bit thing wrong with the eyes and
Yeah, it's mainly like the paint. I wish there was a little more of it, and maybe the teeth were a little bit better. But sculpt wise, like,
it's accurate.
Yeah,
the folds and the suits and everything.
Looks nice. I like the way his mouth opens.
God, that mouth is disturbing.
Looks good. It looks pretty uniform, no matter where you have it. I'm pretty happy with the way he looks at all angles. Like I said, it's mainly just the claws. Like the sculpt is definitely there. It's kind of like a Shin problem where like you got the sculpt, but there's like a couple of things here and there. Like, to be fair, if I had this and I had him standing on the shelf, he'd be fine.
Okay, so how much did you pay for him, Steve? From Big Bad Toy, like to your door?
To my door?
Yes.
He was 100.
Exactly 100?
I think so.
Okay, so
it might have been slightly over. Jessica actually paid for this one.
So it's not that bad, like $100 we'll say, right?
Yeah, for like a Monsterarts, that's not like something out of the ordinary. Granted, they're creeping up price, but he did have a beam effect, so he's got that going for him.
So and
the articulation's actually pretty nice.
The beam effect kind of evens it out for being $100.
Yeah, like a lot of people complain that these guys don't get beams, so it's nice to see one with it. He's actually pretty articulated too.
The gaps are not that bad when you move the arms and legs.
Yeah, not really. Like, it'll shift out a little bit, but that's just typical Monsters problem. You just kind of like articulate and adjust accordingly.
It's not as bad as some of the ones I saw.
No, it's not as bad as like some of the early releases, and the tail holds his pose pretty well. So we'll have a full-fledged review of this guy at some point. It'll be probably not too long after this. We have to put the NECA one up first, and then this guy will get his own at some point. And that we're going to do a collectible wars of this guy versus this one, because we haven't done one that's actually like a legitimate fight between two like contenders for your wallets.
Yeah.
It's like, which one's the cooler collectible? This one's like, which one we're going to fully do on which one you should buy. We'll go like all out on that one. But anyways, we'll set him aside for just a second.
Right off the beginning, Steve, I will say right now, the NECA has a better box. That is...
Okay, you know what? I'm not going to argue. The one like huge selling point for this is the box is amazing. The only issue, I wish it looked a little cooler on the inside. Like maybe if it would have had like the castle or something.
That is a little...
Or if he was like standing on the cliff top where he's like clapping his claws together. Would have maybe been cool too. Like, I'm already almost digging the paint more just by looking at it from inside the package.
Well, if that's one thing NECA does is paint. Like, remember, if it's a mold...
If it's based off like a CG mold, NECA is amazing.
Yeah. If it's CG, if it's a mold they gotta do, it's not that great.
Yeah, well, the only issue is like... Some of there's atomic, like the Spitfire Atomic Blast Godzillas have been kind of like hit and miss for me. In terms of like the paint, like the Atomic Blast Shin, I think looked horrible.
Okay, I
didn't even bother like trying to get a review copy because like, to be fair, I don't want to have them like, I don't want something sent to me that I know I'm not gonna like.
I already like his eyes better just by looking at him.
To be fair, I feel about the same. We'll have to see after we get him out.
Well, it's the translucent thing on his eye that makes it look weird.
Hey, give me that thing on the floor.
The snappy thing?
Yeah, give me the snappy thing. That'll go by so much quicker. We can just do that, and hey, look, he's out. Freedom for Godzilla. One thing is, he is so much heavier.
He's massive. He's got more oomph to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a little bigger. Well, I think the other one's more in scale of like the 64. Like they make the Showa ones a little smaller.
Well, I guess that kind of makes sense.
In a way, like they're not scaled appropriately, but they'll look better next to your like the Heisei era stuff. Like they're not as big as them, so they look more fine. Why is that so stretchy? Cut it! Freedom. All right, cool. Got that out. Here, take this from me before I hurt myself. All right. So we got his tail. One thing that's already a bonus is his tail looks proportionate to the body. Oh my god, that might not be the easiest thing to get in. Okay, I might have to heat this up and come back real quick. All right, we got his tail on. Good to go. So one thing I will say straight out of the package is the paint job is definitely better on the NECA. You can see it with the spines. A little bit brighter.
They painted his toenails too, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got toenail paint, he's got claw paint, he's got paint on the inside of his mouth. His teeth are fully painted. Eyes, both looking straight, looking good, same coloring. One thing I will say is, with the mouth open, doesn't look as good as the Monsterarts. Mouth closed. You know,
it's not bad.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's about, to be fair, it's actually, you know, we'll just grab them real quick. It's not super far off.
This looks more like the suit, doesn't it?
A little bit. They look sort of like they took off, like, you know how sometimes the suit has a different look depending on the angles?
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, this reminds me a lot more of my gigantic, while this one reminds me more of my 30 centimeter, referencing the X pluses.
Hey,
like,
it actually makes sense, because look at it.
Like, this one definitely gives me more of that 30 centimeter feel. Well, this one, like, the way his head's all, like, flat and very Muppety.
It is.
Reminds me a lot of my gigantic.
It looks like a Muppet. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, he always had that kind of look from the movie. He had a very, like, crocodilian looking head sculpt.
Close the other one's mouth. He looks like a Muppet too, but not as much as the NECA one.
Yeah, well, also his mouth doesn't, like, fully close.
Oh, it doesn't?
On this one... Like, I like this one, like, sort of peeking. Looks fine. But the way they did the inside of the mouth, like, I'm actually... One issue with the whole figure is this one's mouth doesn't like to open. Like, I had to heat this thing.
There's a joint underneath the tongue that makes it kind of stick.
Yeah, well, there's a joint, 2 joints that hook into here. And then this on the inside of the mouth is supposed to be part of the tongue. Now, it's working a little better now since I heated it up and I've messed with the joint a bit. So as you can see. But it, like, when you open it, like, fully, it's not quite as clean looking as I would like it to be. Because for the most part, like, joint-wise, I would prefer them to do it like the Monsterarts. But I get it, like, licensing, what have you, they probably got to do it a separate way. And to be fair, like, this ain't the worst idea. To be fair, I'd almost wish they would just do like a ball joint or something.
Oh yeah, that would make it more like.
Because it would have to move down.
Yeah.
With it, it wouldn't be stuck in a place and rotating.
When you move it, you can see like where like right there, it's the part.
Yeah, but to be fair, like in hand, that isn't super big. It's trying that or just making the mouth a little smaller.
But if they make the mouth smaller, though, he won't look like Muppet like that.
Well, I mean, like, you just, like, shrink the lip. I think would have worked pretty good. But yeah, detail-wise, like, I'm pretty happy with this. He's also got, like, really nice heft to it.
You can beat somebody with that.
Yeah, so you could physically assault somebody with this.
Somebody breaks in the house, you go for that 62 bat right there.
Oh, heck yes. Get back here. You whippersnappers. Also for the beam effect, looks pretty cool. This actually, like, looks like smoke, which is pretty cool. I wish it was bluer. I kind of, like, between both of them, I wish the beam was more blue.
I don't know. I think they hit it pretty good with both of the beams. It's variety.
Yeah, you get some difference between the two. Also, what's kind of sucks is there's no, like, stand or anything for this one.
Well, he doesn't need a stand, though. Look at that.
Yeah, you can just get to kind of just sit there, right?
Oh, maybe that's what those holes are. He glows in his teeth, and then...
Oh, they don't go in that far. No, there's your holes right there.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, we just insert it in. Oh, actually, you know what? It gets in there pretty far like that.
Hey, look at that. Actually, jiggle a little bit, see if it falls out. Oh, no!
No!
Well, the beam, you don't need a stand, so that's a positive thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
My problem is joints on him.
Yeah, I got a lot of hair drying to do, it seems, for the review.
He's got a stiffies.
He's got a super hard stiffy.
The tail stays up, though, which is surprisingly kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, we'll save our full thoughts for who I think is better between the two with the reviews and the comparison one. Actually, you know what? We'll probably just say the comparison one.
They both have thunder ties.
Both got like beer guts too. Like they need to cut back a little bit.
SH has more than the NECA does. Look at that.
A little bit more.
Yeah, he's got like that fold over fold belly on it.
Oh yeah, so true. But anyways, again, just like I said, the Collectible Wars one, we'll do a full analysis on which one we think is the better figure. Review-wise, you'll probably get some semblance of that in there too. But anyways, I look forward to those. And help us defeat those guys just by hitting that like button, subscribe, and come range today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.